Hello again, I'm Karen Offord, life coach, counsellor and author, and welcome to Love the Life You Live. I wanted to firstly say thank you for all the wonderful feedback, comments and messages many of you sent when I entered the world of vlogging and posted my first video. I really appreciated and loved every single one of them, so thank you. So I wanted to get started with what I believe is one of the most important factors in loving the life you live. I truly believe this determines the way we experience everything in our lives. So when we think of relationships, we automatically think of our partners, or future partners if we're still looking. We think of our children, family and friends, but all of these relationships are determined by one relationship in particular. The one we can never hide from, the one we can never escape, and the one that affects them all. And that's of course the relationship we have with ourselves. You see, our reality is a reflection of what's going on internally. We may believe that we are where we are today because of someone else or something else. If only they did or didn't, if only this or that, anything that takes the focus off ourselves. And we often do this without even realising it. Now there's no doubt that relationships are vital to our existence, and it's not hard to see that they're the underlying reason behind our greatest pain, but also our greatest joy. You see, every single one of them is influenced by what we think and how we feel about ourselves. Marianne Williamson brilliantly states that two people can go through the exact same experience on an external level, but internally they do two completely different things with it. And that's why we hear of people who went through something like the Holocaust but go on to lead extraordinary lives, and others who went through only a fraction of that but they stay stuck in it forever. When you can embrace yourself, you can embrace others. When you can forgive yourself, you can forgive others. When you can accept yourself, you can accept others. And when you can love yourself, you can love others. Which leads me to what may seem a peculiar question, but have you ever looked in the mirror and said, I love you? Allow me to explain, but first, I really encourage you to try it and start practicing it every single day. I remember when I first tried it, I could hardly look at myself, and I didn't like what I saw, and to be honest, I felt ridiculous. I remember straight away thinking, what big ears you have. Of course, now I'd reply, all the better to hear you with. And this was just one of the appearance-related criticisms, just to start with. But you see, I understood the importance of the exercise, so I kept going. And with consistency, it enabled me to look deep within and gain clarity and understanding. Through my new awareness, I was then able to take appropriate action to rectify, accept and embrace by choice those parts I deemed unlovable. For instance, my initial thought about what big ears you have came from a comment by someone many years ago. I'd long forgotten their comment till then, but the thought had remained, and it made me paranoid for years. I certainly never wore my hair back, or even wore earrings so as not to draw attention to my hideous big ears. I realise it may seem easy for me to say love yourself, but how do you if you've believed or been told your whole life that you're everything but lovable, beautiful, worthy and capable? So I want you to remember one very important thing. No one can ever affirm those things for you, ever. Your beliefs and thoughts about yourself have come from you taking on board someone else's thoughts. No one can get in your mind and program it. So become aware of how you truly feel. If those feelings don't bring you joy, look at how they came about. How are they justified? Really explore the inner workings of your mind so you can change your thoughts about yourself. And confidently state in the mirror, I love you. Of course, I'll always add here, as a professional counsellor, please speak to a professional, and myself, you can contact me. If you uncover something that is upsetting for you and you're not sure how to handle it, there's no need to suffer in silence. Help is always available if you take the time to look and take action. Now, I'm sure you know we weren't born with all the limiting beliefs and doubts and thoughts we have about ourselves. We learnt them through all of our experiences and observations. We took them on board and have possibly carried them around for years. But with awareness and consistent action, we can certainly replace and learn new, positive, productive thoughts and beliefs about ourselves. We can learn and believe the truth, and that is we are all beautiful, capable, loving human beings, if we choose to be. There's a wonderful quote by Aristotle. He shares, the most important relationship we can all have is the relationship you have with yourself. The most important journey you can undertake is the one of self-discovery. To know yourself, you must spend time with yourself. You must not be afraid to be alone. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. I always say the greatest investment you can ever make is in you, and that goes for understanding, embracing and loving yourself, because not only does it improve and enhance your life, but also the lives of all those around you. You see, the greater relationship you have with yourself, the greater relationship you'll experience with others. So So I'll encourage you again to walk up to your mirror every day. Start today and simply say, I love you, because you're worth it. And how you can do it when no one's listening or no one's around, because this is just for you. So I thank you again for joining me, and if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, I welcome you to leave a comment or ask a question, or let me know how you're going. I'd love to hear from you. I'd also encourage you to share this video if you think it may be of benefit. And then I invite you to head over to my site at www.karenofford.com, where there's lots more information and resources, and you can sign up for my newsletter so you never miss a thing. Remember, it all starts with you. Now head over to your mirror and fall in love with the one person who can completely rock your world. Till next time, to your success and loving the life you live. Bye.